Mm.
Okay, let me know.
Okay. Um, Hi. I'm here with Miss McGill. Thank you so very much for agreeing to be coached for my class. Let's just start off by introducing I'm Brianna Millich. I am currently in ED 787, which is understanding how to use professional development in the K-12 classroom for technology. So you want to tell me a brief introduction about who you are and all that good stuff?
Yes, ma'am. I am Latasha McGill. I'm currently a sixth grade science teacher in the state of South Carolina. I've been teaching for about actually 10 years, but about 8 in public education.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. So today I'm just gonna kind of introduce to you like a preliminary of what our coaching sessions will look like as time goes on. I appreciate you for completing that survey so we can kind of dig deeper into what you're required or what are you looking forward to in this coaching session and how can I better help you as a K-12 educator? Being that you're a sixth grade science teacher, I know that a lot of things can be utilized in technology. We're just trying to figure out ways to incorporate that more into your classroom that better helps you and your students. So based on your survey we have here, we have that you have experience in traditional face-to-face and blended learning. Do you want to elaborate a little bit on how that happened and when that happened and all that good stuff?
Okay, well, I mean, I pretty much been face to face the whole time except for during COVID. That's kind of when we had the blended learning. I kind of went through 3 phases of instruction because we did like A Day, B Day, then we had Everybody Day, then we were like 100% virtual, but that wasn't like for a very long time. So that's why I opted not to select that on the survey
Mhm,
because it wasn't like full time or
mhm,
whatever. But yeah, that's just kind of, and then I had when we did the A Day, B Day, we started, I would have B kids in class, then I would have like A kids on Zoom.
mhm.
Um, that was one way. That was crazy. We changed like instructions. I want to say it was about 4 times in that one school year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because when we first came back, like right out of COVID, we were like 100% virtual. Then they kind of lessened the restrictions, and then
Mhm,
we did like A Day B Day with
mhm.
the opposite kids on Zoom, and then after that, we went
That's
to
a lot.
the. It was because you had, I mean, in a way, you kind of had to like do two types
Mhm.
for the people in person versus the
Yeah.
one like online. But yeah, that was pretty much the gist of it.
Hmm. So, what kind of programs did you use while you were actually virtual? Because it does say that you have like with that question, I also want to understand like your feelings toward technology and the usage of technology. Like, what kind of programs did you use when you were in that blended learning model, in that short period of time of virtual, as well as like, how did you feel when you were doing that?
Uh, Not really. Like I'm one that I'm all for like doing new things or whatever like that when it comes to instruction and trying to make it, more relatable to the students, but having being kind of like forced because we really didn't have any other options.
Mhm,
Um, there was a lot of like getting into utilizing like Google Slide, Google
mhm,
Form, also Nearpod. We also had what else did we use? Obviously, our school learning management system.
mhm,
And then it was kind of like I had to learn more than just like creating a module and then I put a quiz in and something. It was like I had to, or I should say we had to get like more creative with the things that we were doing. Like instead of being in class and I could just do like go to YouTube and pull up a video. It was now I have to embed this video into like the lesson.
Mm,
Doing more like web quests, different stuff like that, where the kids have to
mm,
get it on their own versus like me giving it to them. So I
mm,
kind of feel like even though it may have been it was a lot, as far as like my feelings toward it, but then in the long run, like looking back then and then where I am now, it's
mm,
definitely it was beneficial. Because even like some things that I do in class today, like I have some coworkers like, girl, how you do that? Where you get that? And it's just more or less, stuff that I dabble with then that
mm.
I'm just kind of like putting a little bit more on
Yeah,
it now.
that's good. That's good. I really appreciate that. And I'm kind of going to drag into one of so you we in the survey I asked you to kind of identify a challenge or something that you kind of want to work on in these coaching sessions. And the one that you said was
Differentiation of instruction, basically
yeah.
just making it like an easier process or maybe like a tool or something that maybe I don't know about, but yeah, just that.
Okay, so you want to understand and learn how to differentiate more for all students. You also put that your challenge, that he says you have so many students that are not reading on grade level, which giving them content can be kind of challenging. And you just want to better service all your students, grade level, beyond grade level, and below grade level. So I
Right.
really appreciate that because that's something that we strive for in the state of South Carolina, obviously, to make sure that we're teaching all our students, not just the high achievers and not just the ones on grade level. So I really, really appreciate that. So just understanding what differentiating is utilizing real-time data properly to identify students' needs and provide personal supplemental support. So with that, what are some things that you have already tried to differentiate? Like what are some um like systems or products or just anything that you have tried already to
So, the usual for me would be like, small groups. We have one-on-one sessions. I sometimes do like student teacher conferences, like
mm,
just looking at like the data from things that we've already done. And if I see where, okay, well, it looks like, Johnny may need a little more help on this, then have those students, we have like an enrichment period. So during that time, if say there's a student that I know needs a little extra, then I will use that time during in the morning time to assist them with that. I've tried like using what is it called? I can't remember the name of it right now. I've lost it. But it's like an AI software that will take your
oh like
I can't
chat
remember
GPT,
the it's
chat
similar
GPT.
it's similar to
Oh,
that, but it's specifically for changing, is it Reddit? I don't know. But this is what it does. It
mm,
changes, like I say, for instance, I have a passage from out of their sixth grade textbook.
mm,
Now, instead of me, like I said, it's really this one particular class. I have basically from second grade up to like eighth grade reading level in this one class. So within that class, it's most challenging due to behavior as well as the fact that they're not on the same level. So what I was trying
mm,
to do is in our learning management system, I can assign specific things to particular students.
mm,
So I use the AI software to put in the text so that they can take the same reading that's supposed to be on sixth grade level down to whatever level it is that the kids need. So I've tried doing that also. They did like I had a little pushback because what they like to do is try to work together, which
mm,
I don't like not allow them to do that. But when you're doing that, and then one has something different than the other, like that's why I usually try to tell them, okay, well, this right here, we're not going to work with the partner, or, we're not going to be in groups, but they'll still try to like gravitate towards each other or ask someone for help. And then you have running the risk of somebody else like, oh, you don't have the same thing that I have,
Yeah,
so it's, I don't know. It's
I totally
exhausting.
understand.
Yeah.
So you said something that wouldn't like, so you try using the AI software to differentiate reading passages to specific students' levels. Now, something that you quote unquote said that did not work would be the collaborative aspect of those reading passages, because that prevents students to work together kind of that are on different reading levels. I see, okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that did work in that scenario?
No. Well, I mean, they didn't like it because it may not have been the person that they
Mm,
wanted to be with, but I did use like our map scores to put group them based on their
mm,
reading levels. So obviously with that, you'll have all the same ones together. And I mean,
mm,
I it was fine, but then there was still, like wanting to, oh, well, why I'm in this group?
mm.
Oh, why I can't,
Yeah,
middle school,
of
typical.
course.
They're worried about the wrong things. You know what I mean?
So
Worry about,
I totally understand 100%, because that's how my kids are.
yeah,
Um,
worry about the wrong thing.
hmm. Is there any other resources that you have used? I do like that you use the AI technology because I haven't thought about doing that. That's good. That's real good. Is there anything else that you have tried to use that probably worked or didn't work for differentiating? I do know you said you use a lot of LMSs to assign specific assignments to certain students, which that's
Mm,
really good for differentiating. Is there anything else?
that's about it.
Okay. So let me see. So based on this document that I have to do for our coaching sessions, with my class,
Mhm.
some things that I'm going, so it's a whole document I can share with you after our coaching session to make sure there's anything that you do not want to change or you want to change or add anything like that. So
Okay.
again, the review is the specific category that you identify with differentiation. The
Mhm.
challenge is basically providing opportunities for your students to differentiate based on reading and assignments.
Mhm.
So something that you have tried already is the AI technology for the classroom, as well as assigning different assignments in the LMS of that. Is it Canvas
Mhm.
that you guys use?
Mhm. Yeah.
You assigned them into Canvas, and I'm familiar with Canvas. Something that you said did work is you were able to group your students homogeneously based on their reading content.
Mhm.
Something that didn't work was the collaboration piece with heterogeneous groupings, because now it made it difficult for students to kind of work together with different reading levels.
Mhm.
Is there anything else that you would like to see coming out of this coaching session? Like, is there anything that like want me to assist you with as far as differentiating and like using different technologies and things of that nature?
Yeah. If there are like more resources and places for me to find,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
yes. Thank you. Sorry about that.
No, you're
Um,
fine.
the like if there's I'm all about like learning new things, but if it's
Mm-hmm.
like something that I missed with something that I've like have experience with already, that would be cool to like kind of go over. And then if there is anything new that you know of as far as technology is concerned.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let me see. So, just kind of wrapping this up because I know that you're a very busy woman. You have a lot to do. Um, so overall, just overall big picture. we're going to work on how to incorporate more differentiation strategies using technology into your lessons and into assisting students in the best way as possible. As far as, is your school a one-to-one school where every student has a laptop and they can take it home and they can utilize it? So as in that aspect,
Now, they can't take it home.
oh, okay. So they can use it.
They can use it at school, but they can't take it home.
I totally
Uh-uh.
understand. My school, we can't take it home neither.
Can't take it home.
I know that's right. But we're gonna just kind of use different technologies to advance student achievement. In this coaching session, we want to make sure that we are giving you the strategies to differentiate student achievement levels and making sure that all students have the equal rights to learn. Is there anything else you want to add or say anything?
That sounds perfect.
Thank you so very much. Well,
Yes.
I'll see you in our
Thank you
next
very much.